He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On 1st and 10, Carr. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Carr working out of the gun. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Here's a handoff to Cook, and he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Allen. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Allen. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Cook. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Let the fullback try to power it home. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Cooper going in motion. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Bills. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On first down, Carr. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes, and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. It's a give now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It is second down and 5. They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Here's first down. Kamara. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Here's Kamara. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll run here. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
6:37.
Carr. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Saints going to use their second timeout, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Hey, 7:34. 29. 29.
Carr now on second down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
56, 56. Hey, tight. Isaiah!
Here we go. One final play. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
So the Bills Mafia goes home happy.